Javon is a 14-year-old shy kid. He's my hero. That's who Javon is.
Before my diagnosis, life was pretty normal. I just hang out with my friends and went to school. I didn't really worry about much. I like to read manga, play video games, and sleep until noon.
Javon is a little bit soft-spoken at first, and he just wants to be a normal teenager.
When Javon was diagnosed, he got diagnosed preparing for foot surgery. We had no symptoms, did blood tests, and we got a phone call. Can you come back to be retested? After we had been in the hospital for a few days and the confirmation came back that it was cancer, that was like my baby. I mean, you hear about it in other stories, but not your story.
And it was crazy. I thought it was a dream at first and thought it wasn't real.
It was heartbreaking. I will say that at the time it was Dr. Cooper at Kaiser was like, we're gonna refer him for bone marrow transplant. The immediate family in the home to take a test to see who's Javon's match. There's no match in the home.
Black and African American patients who are needing a match have about a 29% chance of finding one on the registry compared to white patients who have a 79% chance.
At that point was when it was a reality, like, we gotta fight.
Even when faced with something as daunting as a cancer diagnosis, they were always wondering, what more can I do and how can we make something good out of this?
I had to believe, and I still believe, that he would be cured, he would be okay, but we can't just make Javon okay. Let's make everybody that we can okay. So my goal was, I'm gonna get 200 people to sign up. What happened was Jeff Platt,
who was with KBAK in Bakersfield at the time, agreed to interview Javon, Kimberly, and me. Jeff is actually a donor himself, so he had a special connection to the mission in that way, and that is the interview that eventually went viral.
One of the first things that hit me with Javon was how simplistically profound he could be. I asked him something along the lines of, "You're 13. How are you getting through cancer?" And he just looked at me and said, "I just smile." They were telling their story for the most selfless reason ever. It was just to help other people.
They also happened to do about a dozen or more video and phone interviews. They also attended virtual events that we held for college students while he was fighting chronic myeloid leukemia.
It felt good to know that people were behind me and I wasn't going through this by myself and that I had a support team.
because it assured him, hey, you are somebody, you're going to be somebody. You mean something not only to me, but now you mean something to the world.
Over 13,000 people began the registration process inspired by Javon's story, and as a result of that, many thousands of new members are now committed potential donors on the registry.
I'm on board to just keep it going, and whatever I can do, as long as I'm here, that's what I want. That's my purpose.
Every time I talked to Kimberly, it was, oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. She never got disheartened. She never lost faith.
Javon received his transplant April 15th, 2021.
For my donor, I would say thank you for everything that you did and that you came out to help someone like me.
You knew he was gonna spend every day that he had on this planet trying to help someone else.
Every day is a brand new day to make it better than what we did yesterday.
What they are proof of is that you can be a superhero for someone today by doing something so small and simply just by caring.